welcome to Massive Beer Reviews. My name is Matt. We do beer stuff, and we're at Beertuberpalooza 2023, hanging out with Steven, half a nerd sense, 100% of East Coast liquor reviews.
Cheers.
And then off camera we have the brewer who not be named. And what's your store again that you have?
Hoops and Horror.
Hoops and Horrors on Instagram. Buy all the stuff. Anyway, what are we drinking? This beer comes courtesy of Steven. What are we drinking?
So this is River North's 11th anniversary stout. It's a quadruple barrel aged imperial stout, and it is 23.1% alcohol.
There you go. Nice little sipper.
Wait, what?
Sugar.
23.1.
What's River North thing? I don't know if you ever send me anything from them?
No, I got this on Tavor.
Where are they from? Like, what's their gig?
Colorado.
Colorado.
Oh, did they say Colorado? They said Colorado Barrels. Maybe they're not from Colorado.
I know their gig is big beers. It seems to be.
Oh no, really?
Go big or go home, and they
Like
went
everything I've seen from them.
That might be the.
That's bigger than Black
Oh, wait.
Tuesday.
That might be the biggest.
What's so it is aged in Colorado whiskey barrels, then in Kentucky straight bourbon barrels, followed by Colorado bourbon barrels, and then finished in Colorado single malt whiskey barrels. It's quad barrel aged.
It's a quad.
It's
a
like
quad.
it's like
It's a quad stuff,
DDH.
yeah.
You know.
Is there anything comparable as far as ABV wise? I don't think I've ever had anything this.
Black Tuesday is the closest.
And they're from
Black
Denver,
Tuesday's like
Colorado.
21.
Carbonated wise.
What's the ABV of Utopia?
Yeah, well, Utopia's
That's
is
the-
carbonated though.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Yeah,
So
probably
like
Black
carbonated wise, it might be the highest ABV carbonated beer. I assume it's carbonated that I've ever had. Like there's like Sink the Bismarck from Brewdog, and there's a bunch of ones that get in the 60s and 70s, but they're like people are making them just to be 16-70%. They taste like hot garbage.
So it's
You know what I mean?
liquor.
Like a
They're
challenge
pretty
thing,
much making liquor at that point.
Yeah. This is the highest ABV.
Yeah, they are in Denver,
Carbonated.
Denver, Colorado.
Yeah, Denver.
This is the first thing I've had from them too.
Oh,
so
yeah.
I haven't had anything from them yet.
Crack it open.
All right,
Where did you get it?
Tavor, I think.
Oh, Tavor, nice.
When was the last time you ordered from Tavor?
I think I turned it off in January last year, or the beginning of the year, because I had to stop. So.
Why did you have to stop, Steven?
Well, if you look at the most recent review on NerdSense's channel of the 2017 Bourbon County Northwoods, you'll see why I had to stop.
It's so easy to. It just gets so.
Well, it's because
It's
because it's a
from
single price
1995.
of shipping. It's like $14 for how many bottles you keep.
So
and
you
they'll
have
hold,
to get as much
and they'll
as you
hold
can.
them forever. So you're like, oh, I want to try that one.
So
All right, I'll hold it for a little longer. Oh, that one's great. And then before you know it, you got
good
20
that-
bottles.
So, my girlfriend has a house in Connecticut, and I don't get beer shipped to me in Rhode Island. So if I wanted to, I could order stuff and have it shipped to her house, right? Yeah.
Doc.
They have to use some
That
weird
actually
shipping
looks-
company though. It's like a courier service that delivers
that
it.
makes sense. So they
This
make it
I feel like is going to be like you could get really messed up on this without thinking because it does not smell like it's 23% alcohol.
No.
Well, there also is,
Yeah.
and I'm not trying to be
That's
Mr.
not
Party
good
Pooper guy.
Residual sugar. That's
it?
No, there
Oh,
could
yeah.
it could certainly
Stink.
not
Everybody
be
does
that
that.
high
Yeah.
ABV.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, it's hot.
It's dark. It's
No,
reddish
it's
on the
hot.
edge.
Oh, if you get a
Take
big,
a
if you
hot
get a-
bit.
if you get a- it's like rubbing alcohol. Oh my god, my nostrils are on fire.
It's almost a little reminiscent of like some type of pepper. What do they put in this? Is it just a straight up
It's
stout?
straight stout. Yeah.
Okay, yeah, I got that heat now.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like,
If
how
you take
wet
a
were
big
those
huff,
four
of
barrels?
it, it's like singeing your nostrils. Yeah. So I mean, it's definitely a stout, but it's super hot. I'm really curious how it's gonna drink. It might just be just like a big can't get past the booziness.
Yeah. Might not be
I
any
can
good.
see that. But
But no, there's everything else you'd expect from a barrel aged beer is there.
Yeah.
You know what I
It's
mean?
eating
Like
your
there's
eyeballs.
vanilla,
It's like
there's
nose hairs.
roast and all that stuff. It just smells like. Let's put it this way: it's quad barrel aged. I think that all those barrels are a little wet.
Yeah.
a little wet? Maybe a lot wet.
Yeah. So the beer. Let's put again. The beer was probably 15% by the time they ended up barrel aging it. It got up to 26. You know, that kind of thing. Almost like a blended. Did you ever have blended stuff? Does Cartel do the blended stuff?
What do you mean?
Where the actual like they'll blend in spirits into the beer
Oh, I've never had
itself.
anything like that. No.
No, I've never
Is
had
that
that.
one?
Yeah, I've
bottle
had it a
battery?
couple times.
I think so.
All right, we
I
better
think
drink
so,
We don't
this.
want
yeah.
to speed this up, but we probably have to. This camera's gonna
There you
die.
go. Let's just dive in. Cheers, y'all.
Cheers.
It's almost cheers. It's almost like a little bit of like a chili kind of on the nose.
Whoa. Oh, it's good flavor though.
Oh.
I mean, it's hot, but it's not as hot as I thought it was gonna be.
That's really good.
Yeah, you do get a little heat on the
Mexican
throat,
hot
but
chocolate.
You kind of
if
get a
you've
little
ever
bit of
had
like
that.
a malt kind of like a malt whiskey kind of aspect going on with it. It's
Yeah.
almost, yeah.
well,
Warmer
that
by
was the
tummy.
last barrel it was in.
It was in a what was it in a bourbon?
No, so it was in 4 barrels. So in the last one was a single malt whiskey from
Oh,
Colorado.
okay, yeah, that makes sense. Was it a Scotch barrel?
No, it was no Colorado single malt.
Oh,
Yeah.
Colorado. I don't know if I had it.
Which means probably Stranahan's.
I think this is pretty damn good.
Good.
You know, it's hot. It's hair on fire, but
It's got the flavor
Listen.
comes up right up front, like with the chocolate, like a little bit of booziness, but like, and the booziness comes in after, but like up front, it's like really kind of like nice, decadent, like kind
Yeah,
of creamy.
sweet.
Yeah.
A little vanilla, a little bit of roasted coffee, a little bit.
Yeah.
yeah, it's one of those things where it's like I
Ooh.
say this all the time on my channel. It's like it's riding a ride. You know you're getting.
There's a little X through the battery. Does that mean it's
Oh yeah, we're on borrowed time right now.
Yeah.
okay?
Well, why don't you just stop it and pop in one of my batteries and just hit record again?
Hold, please.
Hold please, we'll be right back.
That would be good.
Anyway, back to the beer. But no, I think this is actually really tasty. I mean, again, like I was saying beforehand, it's you know what you're getting into. It was a 20% barrel aged stout, so it's like if you go into it going, well, fuck this thing. It's really boozy. Yo, you know
You
that.
knew what
based
you were
off
getting
of
into.
it, you know,
Yeah,
that's
it's
kind of
a-
what
Said
you're.
so.
Yeah.
You understand what you're
Perfect
getting
sharing
into.
beer, though.
Steven,
No, absolutely.
say again what you said off camera, like when we were changing the battery.
Oh, so we
That's
were
a very
saying
good
how we
point.
weren't thinking we weren't getting the hit of the alcohol, but I think if you weren't doing this as a share like this and you were having like a full half glass of this and you took a big sip, you would get a little bit more of that burn and that alcohol thing if you're not just doing the tasting thing.
Yeah.
Well, that's why
Yeah.
it's like a perfect sharing bottle.
Yeah, I do. But like, I do agree with you. Actually, the last sip I did, I got more of that malt whiskey note, some of those
Yeah.
Scotch notes and stuff like that.
I think it's tasty. You know,
Yeah,
I never
it
heard
is
of this
really
brewery
good.
before.
So,
You have a couple different things in your
It's definitely
basement,
unique.
right?
Yeah.
Compared to
this is
what
the first
we've
one I
had.
I was going to say as
It's
the kids
definitely has a
as the
little bit of
kids
a
I think
uniqueness
used to
to
say
it.
and probably
Yeah.
don't say anymore. I'm not mad at it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not mad at it. Yeah,
Yeah.
no, this is good. This is really good. I'm enjoying it.
I like it.
Would you guys say it's unique? I think it's pretty unique.
No, not necessarily unique. I just think it's a boozy big barrel aged stout. You know what I mean? I don't think there's anything like. I think it's very tasty, but I don't think it's very like. It's
Super
actually
complex.
probably the opposite. It's kind of like just a big barrel aged stout.
Yeah.
You know, there's not much.
I don't know. I think it's a little
You know?
different than what we've had tonight.
Well, yeah, well, from what we had tonight, but a lot of stuff we had tonight, like, what was your favorite stout you had tonight? Let me put it that way. And I actually might be a stout I had at Fox Farm.
The Stout at Fox Farm was pretty darn good.
That was really good.
I think
And I only took a sip.
they hit it out of the park with this year's votive. But this might be up there. I really like this.
It is good.
I like that heavy whiskey note you get at the end. Basically, it almost feels like I'm drinking a whiskey, but I get that rounding sweetness of a stout on the finish.
And that's what I
instead
meant
of the other
about
way around.
blended.
Yeah.
Like, it's almost like you added whiskey to
I
a
was
stout
just
as
gonna say
opposed
that. You
to.
poured it
Yeah,
in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm like, and so he asked how much it was. I think on Tavor this was $34, which sounds expensive, but for the alcohol percentage
Yeah.
these days,
The boutiquiness, it's a brewery you never heard of. It's from Colorado.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That kind of
4
thing.
barrels, like yeah.
The anniversary beer too.
Yeah, but it's fun.
It's cool. It's
Again,
fun.
for me, I personally myself, not otherworldly. I know Tanner, you say you rate stuff on your channel. If you were gonna rate this, what would you rate it?
I'd give it like a 96. I think it's pretty
Wow.
outstanding.
Pretty awesome.
Yeah, I do like it. I actually, so I haven't really been taking big sips, but when you take like a little sip, like if you were to sip whiskey, there's a lot of flavor there, and I'm really not picking. Like if you handed me this blind, I would not say it was 23%.
Let's put it this way. I would never say it's 23% because that's a fucking unicorn.
It's
like,
insane.
like
Yeah.
you-
Yeah,
to
right.
make a beer that's
Yeah,
carbonated,
pretty much.
I still
I'd be like 18.
like.
I'd be over
yeah,
16.
because over 20, it's almost like you're just the the logistics behind pushing a beer
Yeah.
to that level.
This is-
my
this is-
I
line
want to
of-
know what they're doing.
My line every
I think it's
winter
more
is
the
usually-
wet spirits
is it-
involved, and that's what's bringing up the ABV.
This is one of the
When you
beers
talk
that
about
we
how,
talked
like, when you talk about cold weather,
next beer
you have a moment where
100%.
my position is like once you hit 0 degrees or like 10 degrees, it's just cold. You don't feel the difference between 0 and -10 and -20. It just feels cold. It may impact you faster from a physiology perspective, but your immediate impact walking out into it, it's just the same. It's just cold. I think once you get over 18, 19% alcohol, it's just boozy. You're not noticing the difference in variation.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, but I dig it.
Yeah.
So they're out of Colorado. They're called what again?
River North.
River North.
River North, yeah.
And I'm curious because I have relatives that live
This
in
is their
lives
11th
close to
anniversary
there.
stout, so this
So-
is 2012 to today.
Maybe I'll try some other stuff from them. But definitely something to keep up. So anyway, have you ever had anything from this brewery before? I'm really curious to see if anybody else has had anything. It's on Tavor, so I assume a bunch of people have. Have you had any of their barrel aged stuff? Have you had this barrel aged version? And have you had it, like, how long have you had this? Let me ask you that.
Probably about 6 months.
About 6 months.
It says it has 2023 on it.
So, okay, so it's not all that old. So, have you had it? Let us know all that fun stuff down there. And hopefully you enjoyed the review. So, there you go. We're having a blast.
Beertuberpalooza 2023.
Nerd Sense, East Coast LQ reviews, the resource. No, don't need to know.
Need to know basis.
So horrors and spooky things. What is it?
Hoops and horror.
Hoops and horrors.
That's up 6 times.
Yeah,
Horror
it's
and spooky
if
things.
you like Halloween things, if you like
Same
spooky
use as
stuff,
the
I
same
make
thing.
hand embroidered artwork.
Your channel for me.
Cool.
Don't hesitate promoting. It's very much. I'm very Amanda focused tonight
Oh,
to
well,
get you some
appreciate
cash.
that. Yeah, I appreciate
Pay,
that.
pay that extra rent, baby.
Right.
So hopefully you guys enjoyed the review. Hopefully you're enjoying some great beer with friends right now. Hope to see you next time. Cheers, y'all.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Cheers.